hey, how about $1 Million Man here looking as only he can look? I know that in hindsight now, this is a fucking stupid look, but at the time I thought this was the most badass fucking wrestling costume ever.
Because it cost $1 million, Conrad. Those are diamond studs on his Fernum Snavitz there, on his shirt thingy.
His Fernum Snavitz.
Yeah.
By the way, I collect those old school hundreds. That's my jam.
Are those gimmick hundreds?
No, those are real ones right there. I'm just saying I like the old hundreds, not the big face ones we've had for
not
20
the new
years.
ones with the big faces and shit.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You got a few million of those, don't you?
A few million $100 bills?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 300 or 400 million just sitting around in a safe somewhere. No big deal.
Why'd you start putting it in a safe? You used to keep it on the kitchen table and shit. And in my room.
In my room. Yeah, that's what we did with, I don't know if you remember, but in the Brother Love Suite upstairs,
yes.
we, when we went to replace the mattress, I thought, man, I got an idea. You know, it's not a purple mattress. It's not, you know, one of those bed in the box mattresses. I got a better idea. We'll fucking just stuff it full of hundreds. So
nice. So you took him out of the cabinet and put him in the bed.
Sleep like $1 million now. All right, let's let everybody hear the Ronnie Garvin bit here as he's going to do the ring announcing. I'm going to play this so everybody can hear.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall.
He does a good job.
He's reading cue cards.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Coming down the aisle, weighing 275
The fans to their feet.
The mighty Hercules.
The mighty Hercules.
The mighty Hercules.
So the gimmick here is Ronnie Garvin is about to be feuding with Greg the Hammer Valentine. So he does a straight read for the Hercules introduction. But here comes the interesting.
So-called opponent?
Well, that's an opinion.
Pipsqueak, poor excuse of a manager. The big mouth of the South.
Big mouth of the
Jimmy
South.
Hart. Here is a man who says he's from Seattle, Washington. He claims he weighs 249 pounds. To me, he looks like he's overweight by 30 pounds.
How dare him do that as an announcer?
This individual who can't think for himself, and when he goes to his wimpy manager for advice, little Jimmy can't give him any. He is the only wrestler
I think
I've
Ronnie
ever
Garvin's
seen
a punk.
with 2 left feet.
Well, he's talking
Wears
a lot.
a robe with cheap rhinestones.
Oh,
Cheap rhinestones.
Can't tell if he's coming or going.
listen to this.
Made the biggest mistake of his life when he asked for me to be reinstated. Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Well,
I can't believe that got over, but it did. I mean, big boos from the crowd after that ring introduction. And I got to tell you, I was never into this, and it is sort of weird in hindsight that like 18 months prior to this, Garvin was the NWA world champion, main eventing a Starrcade with Ric Flair. And now he's here. What'd you think of, Garvin's stomp finish?
I was not a fan. Now, see, this is where, it gets hard because, I love Ronnie Garvin. Personally, I mean, good God, go out and have a few drinks with Ronnie Garvin. He is a funny son of a bitch and a great guy, a tremendous worker in the ring. Great, but I just never got it. You know what I mean? When they made him world champion in the NWA, I thought, what in the hell? It took me back to the old days. Okay, put a shooter in there, but it wasn't the old days. And Ronnie, same thing that I said about Rick Martel. Ronnie, I just didn't think cut great promos. And may have been because he was French Canadian and the language barrier, but shit, Ronnie lived in in the States more than he did in Montreal. But for whatever reason, I just thought it never really clicked with me. And I was always amazed at the level of how much that we did put behind some of that stuff, because I didn't get it. And I don't, but it was it was kind of a mid-card program type deal, and that's what it was meant to be. But the NWA making him champion, I never saw it. And I think people, still look back on that and go, what the hell?
Some people may not recognize the referee. Tell them who that is.
Timmy White.
It's crazy.
It's a young Timmy White too.
That's what I mean. It's a young one. By the way, tell everybody, we see Fink on the outside. We see, to his right, Ronnie Garvin, and to his right, Tony Gurria. And Tony's wearing a headset. Give everybody a heads up as to what Tony Gurria's role was here.
All Tony Gurria's role is to tell the guys, get the hell out of the ring when it's time at the end of the match. That is his only role there. Okay, guys, let's go. Vince is yelling. I want you to get back to the back. That's my Tony Gurria. Tony Gurria would start every story with, well, back in my day, you just grab a hold. So, yeah, Tony's one job was to let everybody know, get the hell out of the ring. Uh-oh, what's Ronnie Garvin doing? Ronnie Garvin is stooging off Jimmy Hart. He can't do that as a damn ring announcer. He cannot award the match to Hercules.
Wade would say number 7 saw Hercules defeat Greg Valentine by DQ. The highlight was allowing Ron Garvin to introduce Greg Valentine and insult him left and right. Hercules continues to show he's the most expendable personality in the WWF. There's no future or present value to him in Titan. D-. What do you make of the assertion that he has no value?
Hercules?
Yeah.
I disagree with that. Hercules was an attraction, and I think that people, he was one of those guys that, as you say, people looked at in an airport and a lot of people knew. And again, he's one that in the locker room, everyone loved. I mean, God, Ray was just the best. But I don't think the babyface role of Hercules, nobody bought it. Nobody wanted it. Him as a heel with the manager and being able to do his shit, it was fine. But I think that when Herc tried to be a babyface on his own and have to cut promos and all that other shit, nobody wanted it. Nobody cared.
What'd you think of Greg Valentine's robe? He had Olivia Walker make him a robe, and lots of as Greg said, or as Ron said, cheap rhinestone, but he put a fucking arm on the back of his robe.
That's for the elbow smash, man. Yeah. It was for the big elbow smash, because that was the finish, and that's what his old man used as well.